Java was developed by a team led by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems was purchased by Oracle in 2010. Originally called Oak, Java was designed in 1991 for the use in embedded chips in consumer electronics appliances. In 1995, renamed Java, it was designed for developing web applications. Java has become enormously popular. Its rapid rise and wide acceptance can be traced to its design characteristics, particularly its promise that you can write a program once and run it anywhere. As stated by its designer, Java is simple, object-oriented, distributed, interpreted, robust, secure, architecture-neutral, portable, high-performance, multi-threaded, and dynamic. Java is full-featured, general-purpose programming language that can be used to develop robust mission-critical applications. Today, it is employed not only for web programming but also for developing standalone applications across platforms on servers, desktop computers, and mobile devices. It was used to develop the code to communicate with and control the robotic rover on Mars. Many companies that once considered Java to be more hype than substance are now using it to create distributed applications accessed by customers and partners across the internet. For every new project being developed today, companies are asking how they can use Java to make their work easier. The World Wide Web is an electronic information repository that can be accessed on the internet from anywhere in the world. The internet, the web's infrastructure, has been around for more than 40 years. The colorful World Wide Web and sophisticated web browsers are the major reason for the internet's popularity. Java initially became attractive because Java programs can be run from a web browser. Such programs are called applets. Applets employ a modern graphical interface with buttons, text fields, text areas, radio buttons, and so on. To interact with users on the web and process their requests, applets make the web responsive, interactive, and fun to use. Applets are embedded in the HTML file. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So, HTML is a simple scripting language for laying out documents, linking documents on the internet, and bringing images, sound, and video alive on the web. Today, you can use Java to develop rich internet applications. A rich internet application, aka RIA, is a web application designed to deliver the same feature and functions normally associated with desktop applications. Java is now very popular for developing applications on web servers. These applications process data, perform computations, and generate dynamic web pages. Many commercial websites are developed using Java on the backend. Java is a versatile programming language. You can use it to develop applications for desktop computers, servers, and small handheld devices. The software for Android cell phones is developed using Java. Now, let's talk about Java language specification, API, JDK, and IDE. Java syntax is defined in the Java language specification, and the Java library is defined in the Java API. The JDK is the software for developing and running Java programs, and IDE is an integrated development environment for rapidly developing programs. Computer languages have strict rules of usage. If you do not follow the rules when writing a program, the computer will not be able to understand it. The Java language specification and the Java API define the Java standards. The Java language specification is a technical definition of the Java programming language syntax and semantics. The application program interface, aka API, also known as library, contains predefined classes and interfaces for developing Java programs. The API is still expanding. Java is a full-fledged and powerful language that can be used in many ways. It comes in 3 editions: Java Standard Edition, Java Enterprise Edition, and Java Micro Edition. Java Standard Edition, aka Java SE, to develop the client-side applications. The application can run standalone or as applets running from a web browser. When it comes to Java Enterprise Edition, aka Java EE, to develop server-side applications such as Java Servlets, Java Server Page, which stands for JSP, and Java Server Faces, JSF. Java Micro Edition, aka Java ME, to develop applications for mobile devices such as cell phones. The Java Development Toolkit consists of a set of separate programs, each invoked from a command line for developing and testing Java programs. Instead of using Java JDK, you can use the Java Development Tool. NetBeans, Eclipse, and TextBed. They are the software that provides an integrated development environment, IDE, for developing Java programs quickly. Editing, compiling, building, debugging, and online help are integrated in one graphical user interface. You simply enter the source code in one window or open an existing file in a window, and then click a button on the menu item or press a function key to compile and run the program. Well, let's begin with a simple Java program that displays the message "Welcome to Java." The word console is an old computer term that refers to the text entry and display device of a computer. Console input means to receive input from the keyboard, and console output means to display output to the monitor. Well, line 1 defines a class. Every Java program must have at least one class. Each class has a name. By convention, class names start with an uppercase letter. Remember, class names start with an uppercase letter. In this example, the class name is welcome, which is capital W. Line 2 defines the main method. The program is executed from the main method. A class may contain several methods. The main method is the entry point where the program begins execution. A method is a construct that contains statements. The main method in this program contains the system out println statement. This statement displays the string "Welcome to Java" on the console, which is on line 4. String is a programming term that means a sequence of characters. A string must be enclosed in double quotation marks. Every statement in Java ends with a semicolon, known as a statement terminator. Reserved words or keywords have a specific meaning to the compiler and cannot be used for other purposes in the program. For example, when the compiler sees the word class, it understands that the word after class is the name for the class. Other reserved words in this program are public, static, and void. Line 3 is a comment that documents what the program is and how it is constructed. Comments help programmers to communicate and understand the program. They are not programming statements and thus are ignored by the compiler. In Java, comments are preceded by 2 slashes on a line, called a line comment, or enclosed between /* and */ on one or several lines, called a block comment or a paragraph comment. When the compiler sees // it ignores the all text after // in the same line. When it sees /* it can scan for the next */ and ignores any text between /* and */. A pair of curly braces in a program forms a block that groups the program's components. In Java, each block begins with an opening brace and ends with a closing brace. Every class has a class block that groups the data and method of a class. Similarly, every method has a method block that groups the statements in the method. Blocks can be nested, meaning that one block can be placed within another as shown in the following code. Well, I have a little tip for you. An opening brace must be matched by a closing brace. Whenever you type an opening brace, immediately type a closing brace to prevent the missing brace error. Most Java IDEs automatically insert the closing brace for each opening brace. Well, be careful that Java is a case sensitive. It would be wrong, for example, to replace main, which starts from small main in the program with capital main. You have seen several special characters, for example, semicolon, slash, and curly braces in the program. They are used in almost every program. In the following picture, you can see their uses. The most common errors you will make as you learn the programming will be syntax errors. Like any programming language, Java has its own syntax, and you need to write code that confirms the syntax rules. If your program violates a rule, for example, if the semicolon is missing, a brace is missing, or a quotation mark is missing, or else a word is misspelled, the Java compiler will report a syntax errors. Try to compile the program with these errors and see what the compiler reports. By the way, a quick note for you. You're probably wondering why the main method is defined this way, like with small m, and why systemout.println starts with capital S. For the time being, simply accept this is how things are done. Now let's see another programming. Well, I think for you it's the best time to test your knowledge that you have learned from this video. See the following questions and answer them. Another note for you: the source file must end with the extension .java and must have the same exact name as the public class name. For example, the file for the source code in this picture should be named as welcome.java, since the public class name is welcome. A Java compiler translates a Java source file into a Java bytecode file. The following command compiles welcome.java. By the way guys, another note for you: you must first install and configure the JDK before you can compile and run programs. So, from the Google, please download the Java with NetBeans IDE. The Java language is a high-level language, but the Java bytecode is a low-level language. The bytecode is similar to machine instructions, but is architecture neutral and can run on any platform that has a Java virtual machine, aka JVM, as shown in the following picture. Rather than a physical machine, the virtual machine is a program that interprets Java bytecode. This is one of the Java's primary advantages. Java bytecode can run on a variety of hardware platforms and operating systems. Java source code is compiled into Java bytecode, and Java bytecode is interpreted by the JVM. Your Java code may use the code in Java library. The JVM executes your code along with the code in the library. To execute a Java program is to run program's bytecode. You can execute the bytecode on any platform with a JVM, which is an interpreter. It translates the individual instructions in the bytecode into target machine language code, one at a time, rather than the whole programs as a single unit. Each step is executed immediately after it is translated. For example, the following command runs the bytecode that we have written as the very first program in this video. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Please do not forget to share, subscribe, and like if you like the video. This has been Tech and Talk. See you next time.